Hello and welcome back to Coating Gaming. We are here for episode number 33, I believe, of our Football Manager 2018-16 Munich series. And as you can see from this screen, we currently sit in 4th position, which is a fantastic position for us with 23 games played. We have a game in hand on Fortuna Düsseldorf and Union Berlin, so we could go within 2 points of first potentially in this game. And since you were last with us, this is what has happened. I believe those were the games, maybe? I don't know if we played the Ingolstadt game. I think I did play the Ingolstadt game. We played a lot of friendly games, as well as the Munich Winter Cup 2, which we did win, just to get a bit of fitness into our second team players. So we started back in the second half of this season with a game against Union Berlin. We drew 1-1 David Otto with a goal in the 28th minute. We then went to Paderborn we hosted Paderborn and won 3-1 with Slattery. A new signing of Hartwigsen and Loretta scoring. We then went away to Wiesbaden and Slattery and Otto scored there, and then we hosted Sandhausen with Marchetti getting a very late win in the 92nd minute, and then we just went away to Fortuna Düsseldorf and won 1-0 with again the new signing of Hartwigsen getting another goal. And let's have a look at the signings and have a look at the transfers that we have made. So let's first look at outs. So we loaned we sold Adrand, which I think we knew about, 400,000. We then sold Daniel for 900,000. Let's have a look at him. See, he's at Villanova, who's only valued at 600,000, so pretty decent fee for a free signing who's now 28 years old. We then loaned out Santos to Karlsruhe in the Bundesliga 2, and we loaned out Lorenzi for Berghusen. I believe Lorenzi's a keep. Oh no, he's not. Oh, he's a 20-year-old wing back. We did get on a free, so we're loaning him out to try and realise his potential. It's getting a bit of game time. We're probably going to sell him next season anyway. We then sold Marlon Hoffman to Hannover 96 because they wanted this centre back. Wasn't the greatest. He only had 4-star potential ability. Well, I think it was 3.5-star. Maybe 4-star potential ability, so I decided to sell him. They came in for quite a lot of money. Could rise to 425 if some optional things went through. And then we did sell FCAM to Union Berlin, unfortunately, for 650,000. He wasn't playing any games for us, and we needed the money. And he's 28 years old, currently valued at 600,000. So a little bit of profit on that straight away. He's played twice for him and has an average rate of 6.7. He was always a good player, but we just had better ones in the club at this time. So let's look at the ins. And I believe I introduced you to Omar Richards in the last episode, £70,000 from Reading. He's played quite a few games for us already at the moment. 5 games, 1 assist so far. He's played more than I thought he'd play. We also have Bagardi from Monaco for 2.5 million, potentially rising to 5.25 if the optional things are activated. He is valued at 3.7 million. He's a 4-star centre back, but I will be playing him as a ball playing defender currently on defend when I can play him, because he's ineligible at the moment in time. He is 4-star current, 5-star potential, and if we look at it, he has played for Monaco. And he also has played for Reims. So you can't play for more than 2 clubs in a year, in a league year. So we won't be able to play him until next season, which is fine at the moment. So he's just training, bedding into the system. But we have been able to play Trond Hartwigsen from Schalke, 1.5 million, rising to 3.8 if the optional stuff gets activated. He is another 4-star current ability defender, 20-year-old, 2.5 million rated currently. He is playing as a ball-playing defender on defend, 4-star current, 5-star potential, quite good physical. I like his mental attributes and his technicals for a defender are quite good. And as you can see, he's played 4 times, he's scored 2 goals, he's got 1 player of the match and a 7.228 average rating. Yeah, I'm a fan. He was on loan at Dynamo Dresden for the first half of this season. Didn't have a very good time of it there, but we snapped him up for 1.5 million. Could rise to more, but hopefully he will be a superstar for us. And that leads us to the game today against Kaiserslautern, who sit currently 15th position. That's very interesting. They currently sit in 15th position. And who's the next game again? I forgot. Regensburg, who sits 17th. So playing 15th and 17th. So this should be 2 wins out of 2, and hopefully might push us into an automatic position at the end of this. But this is going to be the team today. We've got Königsmann in goal. We've got Streller, Hartvigsen. The good thing about Hartvigsen and Bagada is Hartvigsen plays on the left side. He's left only. And Bagada plays on the right side because he's right only. So they work perfectly together. And I sort of panic bought defenders. Wolf is leaving. He's going to Werder Bremen because he wouldn't sign a new deal. So I'm not playing him again. Hence why I panic bought loads of defenders, because our defenders were lacking. They were all 3-star. I needed to improve in that part, so I have done. Hartvigsen is partnered with Huth, and then Mendes rounds out the back 4. Mendes is currently playing over Matos because Matos is coming back from injury. I'm giving Matos game time every so often. Just to get his sharpness up. We've got Ramakic in the base midfield, Slattery and Ledson in front of him, with Loretta, Brock and Otto rounding out the front 3. And Otto has been in fantastic form again. He's currently got 14 goals in 23 appearances. I like him. It's his best season to date, and he is doing wonders in the Bundesliga 2 this year. So let's get into this game. As you can see, a lot of players have played. Fortuna Dusseldorf did win against Regensburg, the team we played in the second part of this episode. We don't have a striker on the bench as well. We have Köln who can play there, but we don't have an out-and-out striker. So Otto needs to not be bad. So let's get into the game, and hopefully we can get a win on the board here. Any people I recognise from the team? On their team? No one. So let's get into it. Come on, lads. The fans want to see us move into automatic promotion spots, so let's get it with a win here. Some of them gained confidence. Streller and Otto, they loved it. Okay, well, maybe we have faith. Yeah, there we go. That's a bit better. We will hard tackle the strikers and the wingers, which is something I have got to set up again. And let's kick off. They kick off from left to right, as we instantly win the ball back with Mendes, and we look to build straight away. And yeah, we've been in very good form recently, so hopefully we can continue that today with a win against Kaiserslautern, who did beat us at the start of the season. So hopefully we can, with the improvements to the defence, hopefully we can get a win here as Brock makes a tackle. Can't quite get the ball though, and they still have it in their midfield, and they're playing it around this left-hand side of the pitch. They switch it now. Streller lets him go past, but gets back and picks the ball up. Slattery now has it. He clears it long to Loretta, who's looking to beat the man. He finds Otto through on goal, and Otto makes his 15th goal of the season. And that was incredible counter-attacking football, and David Otto does make it 1-0. Look, started from inside our penalty box with Slattery. Finds Loretta, who goes over the top to Otto, and he's one-on-one with the keeper, and he goes underneath the keeper and into that far corner. And that is a great start. I will praise him. That was our first shot on target and of the game. And we get a 1-0 lead. And we have a throw-in on this near side. Streller to take into Slattery. Hartvigsen picks the ball back up and goes all the way back to Königsmann, who goes long to Ledson in that centre circle, who finds Streller again. And we are playing it around like fun here. Streller again from Hartvigsen, back to Hartvigsen. into Ledson, and we're trying to find an opening here. Loretta now comes deep to pick it up and goes back to Hartvigsen. Ledson now pushing forward. Streller on the overlap. That is great. He tries to cross, but their player does get it back and he clears it long, but Mendes picks the ball back up and he goes straight forward, always looking to attack. Ledson now. Can he go inside? He finds Slattery. He has a shot, and Callum Slattery has had 3 goals this season, and they've all been that. He is fantastic at shooting from outside the box. We have found our potential Coutinho-like player. Is there, or like Gerrard or Lampard-like player who could always shoot from outside the box and score. And it is 2-0 on the 30th minute, and we are looking to attack again. Brock with this slide. Slattery gets a header on it, does lay it off to Loretta, who forces the keeper into a fantastic save. We have got a corner on that far side. Streller now to whip it in. Brock picks the ball back up. He has a shot, and it goes out for a corner via deflection. And we're just piling the pressure on here. Slattery with a chance here. What has... Okay, the keeper has morphed into the ball. I thought the ball just stopped dead in the middle of the air on the line. But the keeper does pick it up, and we now have a goal kick with Koningsman to take. He passes it into Hartvigsen, making a very good partnership at the moment in time. I like the ball-playing defender. He's a little bit calmly collected on the ball, doesn't go long as often as Mendes. Now running down the wing, passes into Ledson, finds Slattery. Is he going to have another shot? He does, with the outside of his right foot. And it goes over the bar, and we are approaching half-time. Looks like they've tried to stop us pressing so much. That's a weird analysis there. I didn't realise you could stop someone pressing. But yeah, we go into half-time 2-0 to the good. And I'm going to tell them I've certainly told them, don't get complacent out there. Things can turn around very quickly in football, and basically everyone is playing well, so we'll just keep it as is. I didn't look to see when the next game was, but as it currently stands, we do still stay in 4th, as I believe Nuremberg are winning their game they had in hand over Fortuna Düsseldorf and Union Berlin. But hopefully we can just see out this second half. I wouldn't mind just a 2-0 victory here, as long as we win this game, as Otto now gets found from the throw-in from Mendes, who then goes past his man, is running down this near side. Can he find a cross here? He goes inside to Ledson. He goes into Slattery. He has another shot. And it's just past the post here. 60th minute is approaching, and Mendes has another throw in on this near side. Finds Ledson. Back to Mendes, who has a cross. And it goes out for a corner. And I think I might make a change here. Who could come on that would get a bit of game time in him? I'm going to bring Marchetti on for Slattery. A little bit more natural in that position, and he needs game time. And I'm also going to bring on Matos to get some game time into him as well. Nice 30 minutes for both of them on the clock here. They should get a bit of sharpness into their legs. Matos is the only one that is really pushing to try and get back into the starting 11. I can't drop Slattery at the moment. It's just not possible. So Marchetti will have to live with being on the bench for the next few games. That's sort of what happens when you get injured, and Streller is now looking like he might want to come off. We've got Aymar Richards on the bench, and we've made 2 very defensive changes as they now have a free kick, and Koningsman makes a fantastic save to his left-hand side, and they do come away with a corner here. And can we keep this clean sheet? And we do somewhat clear it, but there's an offside in there or something. We're going to the TV stand. VAR is getting involved here, and I don't understand what happened. Is it potential offside? He's reviewing the incident, but I don't think it's been disallowed, so it might stand. Oh, the goal is overturned. There is a foul in there. Oh my god. I even thought that was going to be allowed to stand. So we have just about managed to get away without conceding. I'm going to praise them for the last few minutes. There's seconds remaining. There's a free kick in. Koningsman picks the ball out of the air. And it does look like we are putting some space in between 4th and Paderborn in 5th. At the end of today, it'll be 4 points gap, which is great. And we do win 2-0. And we go into this next game against 17th position, looking like we have a chance of getting that promotion spot. I'm very pleased with the result on your performance. That was a great game. We have got pretty much a whole week, or we have got a whole week for the next game, so that would be great. And I will join you in that game. So we are back for this Jan Regensburg game. There are no changes to the first 11. There are some adjustments on the bench. Sidi Sarr and Pilkington picked up knocks, so they come off for Wolf and Valentin respectively. So the first 11 is Königsmann in goal, Streller, Hartviksen, Huth and Mendes across the back four. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to give Matos a game. So Matos comes in. We've got Ramakic, the base midfield, who is potentially slowing down his development. But yeah, he'll stay in there. Ramakic in the base midfield with Slattery and Ledson in front of him, Loretta, Brock and Otto rounding out the front three. Matos is lacking that sharpness. Gives him a perfect opportunity to prove he can play still. And they are playing a 4-4-1-1. It's a very interesting formation. But will they be able to stop us scoring? Go out there and carry straight on for where you finished the last game. That is the sort of stuff I am after. And then we'll passionately say, we have faith in you. Don't believe there's anyone that I recognise here. We will hard tackle the wingers again. Even though they are a bit more defensive, we still need to tackle them hard. And we kick off in our away kit from left to right. As we are away here in this game. And hopefully we can get another few goals on our travels and have a good performance. But it doesn't look like nothing's happening in the first few minutes. But 8 minutes gone and we do win the ball back. The analysis saying we should try and pass further up the pitch or longer up the pitch. But Slattery has an attempt on goal. It hits the bar and their keeper picks it out and attempts to avoid looking like a fool there. We've had 2 shots on goal. For 20 minutes gone, we have a throw on this near side. Matos to take. Otto heads it back to him. Ledson now picks it up and we are fashioning a chance quite nicely. So, this is the game you were just watching. And as you can see, we're at the end of it. And these are the highlights here. We won in the end 3-0. Thanks to 2 goals from David Otto and a first goal of the season for Pepe. My recording software glitched a little bit in the 12th minute, I think it was, and it corrupted the footage after that, so I can't show you the rest of the footage as live, but I can watch the key highlights, or let's just watch the goals actually. So I can show you the goals from Otto and Pepe. If we load up real quick, we'll be able to see the masterclass, I guess, that you'd call it, because we do take the lead in the 22nd minute here. Ramakic playing a ball over the top to Loretta to head down to Otto and finds that far corner there, and that starts off with the first goal, and then a penalty, which he slots coolly into the other corner. And then the third goal comes at the 50th minute, Ledson from the throw-in into Ramakic. Otto has a shot on target, which gets parried to Pepe, and that is the final goal of the game in the 49th minute. David Otto with another player with a match performance, and there we go. And in next episode, we will show you the final 3 games of the season. It's going to be a little bit of a special thing. I won't spoil anything for you, but yeah, the final 3 games of the season is where you'll meet us, and we'll see what can happen then. But if you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you click that like button, comment and subscribe. If you do end up subscribing, make sure you click the notification bell to stay up to date with everything on the channel. But until next time, goodbye.